In so many cultures, monsters are often depicted as brutal, terrifying beasts that are immediately recognizable as threats. But what if the things we trust the most, the things that appear the most harmless, are actually hiding the deepest dangers? Underneath the surface of Japanese mythology lies a world where beauty and terror intertwine, where women are not just figures of nurturing beauty, but of unexpected demonic influence, looking for just such a victim that will fall prey to their feminine facade. These are 5 of these eerie and fascinating female figures in Japanese mythology.
1. The Onibaba.
The Onibaba is a fearsome figure from Japanese folklore, often depicted as an old, grotesque woman who lives in isolation and preys on travelers, particularly those thought of as being more naive, like young people and other women. Driven by desperation or a dark, twisted sense of survival, she may lure victims into her home, where she's said to then devour them. Though often linked to Oni through her name, she is more human in nature, embodying the horror of aging, greed, and the monstrous potential of human beings when pushed to the edge. In some stories, she is a tragic character, transformed by grief or loss into a malevolent force. The Onibaba represents both the physical and psychological terror of what people may become when consumed by desperation. What makes the Onibaba particularly unsettling is that she defies the typical image of a monster. Instead of a hulking, terrifying creature, the Onibaba is an old woman, frail and seemingly powerless at first glance. This contrast makes her all the more chilling. Her appearance is a facade of innocence that comes with the vulnerability of old age, yet underneath it lies a monstrous predatory nature, using that exact facade to fit her own monstrous benefit. The idea of an elderly woman transforming into a cannibalistic demonic force taps into a deep fear of vulnerability, decay, and the darkness that can be so hidden within people. 2. Sazae-oni. The Sazae-oni is considered a type of obake demon, literally meaning a thing that changes, as they are shapeshifter. They are believed to form when turban snails reach 100 years of age. The creatures are known for their deceptive nature, often shape-shifting into beautiful women to lure sailors into a trap. They might also disguise themselves as lone women traveling along coastal areas, stopping at inns to find a victim for themselves. Alternatively, they may pretend to be drowning damsels in distress, crying out for rescue, only to turn on their would-be saviors once aboard, revealing themselves as a disgustingly fat, half-slug, half-human amalgamation that proceeds to have its way with their supposed hero by eating them, or much worse. Before we get on to the other 3 creatures on this list, fair warning, they are truly horrifying concoctions of ancient Japanese legend. Only proceed if you feel you have the guts for it. One last thing. Perhaps consider helping me out by sharing this video with a friend, perhaps even an ex-girlfriend, a mother-in-law, or maybe even your son's wife. No particular reason. Or maybe just consider giving my video a thumbs up and clicking on the subscribe button. It's the best way to let a small channel like mine know you like this video and would encourage me to make more content like this in the future. Now, on to the next one. 3. The Hannya. The Hannya is another powerful and haunting figure from Japanese mythology, often depicted as a female demon or spirit whose appearance embodies intense emotions like jealousy, rage, and sorrow. The Hannya is typically portrayed as a woman with a horrifying face, sharp, horned features, bulging eyes, a wide, gaping mouth, and a twisted expression, as if consumed by uncontrollable fury or heartbreak. Her appearance is a direct reflection of the pain and transformation she underwent, usually because of betrayal or unrequited love. 4. The Jorogumo. In the shadows of ancient Japanese folklore lurks the Jorogumo, a creature of beauty and death. She appears as a mesmerizing woman, her charm an invitation to danger, leading men into her grasp with ease. But once they are ensnared, the illusion shatters, and the Jorogumo reveals her true, terrifying form, a giant spider, where she then traps them in her silky webs. Her name, Binding Bride, as it means in Japanese, speaks to the fate of those who fall victim to her deceptive allure. A haunting figure, she serves as a reminder that beneath the surface of beauty often lies the deadliest of dangers.
5. Rokurokubi.
While not traditionally thought of as an Oni, some versions of the Rokurokubi story involve the creature being a cursed woman who becomes an Oni. The name Rokurokubi translates roughly to turning neck or spinning neck, which directly refers to one of the most distinctive traits of these beings, their ability to stretch their necks to extreme lengths, and usually depicted as a woman. By day, she appears as an ordinary person, but by night, she reveals her true, monstrous nature, engaging in eerie or mischievous behaviors, such as spying on people or scaring them with her long serpentine neck. While some stories present the Rokurokubi as a malevolent being capable of great evil, most depictions of the Rokurokubi have her as a harmless prankster, a creature made to instill the feel of God into someone. In some legends, the Rokurokubi is believed to be a human woman who was cursed as a result of immoral behavior, a misdeed, or even a hidden sin involving a vanity over her own beauty. And so, the Rokurokubi remains, an ancient enigma, a creature of both beauty and terror. By day, she walks unnoticed among us, hidden in plain sight. But when night falls, oh, that is when her true form awakens. In the end, these female figures from Japanese mythology remind us that beauty and a facade of innocence can often mask the most terrifying secrets, whether it's the desperate hunger of the Onibaba, the vengeful rage of the Hannya, or the deceptive allure of the Jorogumo. These monsters are born from human emotions, twisted into something far darker. Their stories remind us that sometimes the most deadly creatures aren't the ones we fear at first glance, but those who hide behind the masks of innocence and charm, using just that to seduce their victims. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please check out some of my other videos going over spooky things within Japanese mythology, such as the haunting ghost story of Okiku's Well. or the half-spider, half-kraken terror, known as Akurokamui. You can watch those videos by clicking on the link in the description or by checking out my channel for much more. I'd also greatly appreciate it if you could leave a like, subscribe, or even leave a comment, whether it be a criticism of this video, your own personal story, or interaction with something supernatural, or even an idea for a future video. Given I am such a small channel, your input could really help to shape the next video. Thank you again for watching until the end. Until next time, friends.